Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible. Okay. Good afternoon, respected Dean, Faculty of Law, Professor Naseem Zafri, Dean, Humanities and Social Sciences, Professor Shahid Ali Khan, Head, Humanities and Social Sciences, Professor Zeba Akil, all my dear faculty members, and my dear students. I, Dr. Archana Pande, on behalf of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, welcome you all here with very great zeal and enthusiasm in the inaugural session of this value-added course on human rights, a general perspective, which is launched by the Department of Political Science. This 15 days course will comprise of 30 hours lectures and it will run from 9 to 24 miles. As you all know, being human, we all are entitled with some basic and fundamental human rights, regardless of caste, class, gender, race, caste, culture, ethnicity, nationality. But the problem is that is still inequality, injustice, exploitation, and this discrimination prevails widely in our society. So, in order to create an awareness among all of our students, we have launched this course. Now, I request Dean Faculties of Humanities and Social Sciences, Professor Shahid Ali Khan sir, to please come up and give your blessings to us with your encouraging words. Sir, please, I request you to please come up.
Thank you, Dr. Archana Pande. Dear students, faculty members, a very good afternoon and greetings from the Faculty of Humanities and the Social Sciences. I, on behalf of faculty, welcome all the students who have joined the value-added course on understanding of human rights. This value-added course is being organized by the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, Integral University, Lucknow, from May 9th to May 24, 2022. The main objective of the course is to acquaint the students with the evolution of understanding human rights and spread the awareness of human rights to all. Human rights are the rights we have simply because we exist as human beings. These universal rights are inherent to all of us, regardless of nationality, sex, color, religion, language, or any other status. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted by the UN General Assembly in year 1948, was the first legal document to set out the fundamental right to be universally protected. Basic human rights recognized around the world, declared by United Nations through Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. This declaration held by United Nations General Assembly on 10th December 1948. These declaration consists 30 articles. The value-added course is very useful for all the students, and I am very happy that about 197 students from the different streams have joined this course, and this course will not only enhance your academic knowledge in the field of the human rights, but will also helpful in competing the various administrative and the academic competition. I will advise all the students to attend the class regularly, and we have very qualified and professional teachers in the department. I will also suggest to the students in case of any difficulty or the problem, everyone is free to contact me or head of the department. Once again, I wish you all the success for value added course. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Shahid Ali sir, and highly thankful for blessing us with your encouraging words. Now, in fact, it's a matter of great pleasure that Dean, Faculty of Law, Professor Naseem Jafri, who is himself a law expert, is here before us. Sir, we appreciate your presence and request you to kindly enlighten us with your words. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. audible? Am I
Yes, you are audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are connected here to discuss the inaugural of value-added human rights, conducting the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences in Lucknow. The Department of Humanities and Social Sciences always try to experiment with something new in terms of organizing it. I, Dr. Naseem Ahmed, Dean Faculty of Law, welcome all the guests and participants of value-added. I am honored and delighted to know that the Department of Humanities has long a value-added course in human rights. Without a doubt, human rights are not restricted to the study of law. They are important in every study, since rights must be understood by all. I congratulate the Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Professor Shahid Ali Khan and Professor Deva Akil, Head Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, to work consistently hard to push the department to reach new heights at the single day. I also congratulate the faculty conveners, Anil Kumar Singh, Dr. Mohd Shahwalz, Dr. Khurshed Alam, Sneh Lata, for putting their potential for making this innovation successful. The term human rights are defined as a right to life, liberty, equality, and deliver respect to human beings. Our Constitution has a section that follows the right and the fundamental rights that provides the people of nation with their own fundamental rights. We are born with certain rights which we retain until the day we die. These rights are due to all humans to live on our earth. These rights have shown to be useful for everyone, regardless of who they are, where they come from, or how they want to live. These rights exist to protect anybody who wants to injure or violate any other person. These basic rights provide individuals the freedom of life, their needs, and express themselves as they see fit. Everyone has the freedom to be themselves, and human rights support this. After endless loss of life caused during World War II, the United Nations signed the United Declaration of Human Rights in the year of 1948 on the 10th of December. It was initiated to purpose with common understanding of everyone's right. Even in the present time, the world is always being split based on freedom, justice, and peace, which are the right themselves. As a result, December 10th is the observed as International Human Rights Day, commencing the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Human rights consist of the right to life and liberty, protection against torture, trials that are fair expression, religion and peaceful assembly are all protected rights. Human rights includes many other rights as well as think more deeply, the circle will get larger. Economic, social and cultural rights include right to education, housing and health care. To achieve this, the government must use all available resources. Treaties are drafted to define the right of women, children, refugees, members of the LGBT community, minorities, the disabled, and domestic workers. This is the duty of government who themselves implemented international human rights. This is the duty of government to protect and promote human rights by bearing these violations by the official or stand also punishing offenders. Last but not the least, redress was done by each and every individual without whom it could be possible at all. So once again, a very warm welcome to all you, and I wish all the best of the participants and organizers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Naseem Zafri, for such an enlightening lecture. Your presence has truly graced the session. Thank you, sir. Now, I gladly invite Head Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, Professor Zeba Akil, who is the main support and inspiration behind all this exercise. I would like to request Professor Zeba ma'am to kindly speak few motivating words for all of us. Please, ma'am.
No. Good afternoon. Myself, Professor Zeba Khil, Head Department of Humanities and Social Sciences. We started this value-added course, and the topic we chose for today's course was, for this 15 days program, was Human Rights, a General Perspective. First of all, I welcome all the participants for this program, and I will start with a quote. बस कि दुश्वार है हर काम का आसा होना, बस कि दुश्वार है हर काम का आसा होना, आदमी को भी मयस्सर नहीं इंसा होना. This is a Ghalib's couplet, and that best describes human rights. First of all, I will stress the importance of value-added course in this direction. What is value-added course? This course is apart from the curriculum which is prescribed to the students of any course, say it is pol science, say it is law. It is a general course which is applicable to all people, and it adds value to our ongoing program. This was one of the basic necessity of the NAC program, NAC accreditation, and we started it with human values in our mind. This will certainly enlighten you about the rights which you can enjoy by the humanity. You got this right, and we took the topic human rights, a general perspective, so that it has a very extensive applicability in its nature. Being a person of psychology, it is also a learning phase for me, and we started it. I just prepared some slides for you so that I can discuss this topic with you all. First of all, as the name implies, human rights. One thing we all always read in our civics book, that was fundamental rights. Another thing is human rights. First, we will clarify the difference, what is fundamental right and what is human right. Fundamental right is the right which is bestowed to you by the constitution of your country, of your respective country. Whereas human rights are the rights which you get by nature. That means that once you are born, you are eligible for this right. See, the first slide says human rights are universal in nature. Whosoever you are, in which religion you are born, to which caste you belong, to which country you belong, anything might be the diversity point for you, but this is applicable for you all. Whether the person is belonging to a particular region, religion, caste, place, and it crosses the international boundaries. Wherever we go, these rights are the rights bestowed to us, or rather we can say to all human beings. Next slide shows human rights are inherent. Inherent means being human, born as a human, we get this right automatically. That is not transferred to us by any law. It is the nature's law that we are born human, and then we will have these rights. We will enjoy these rights. Human rights are fundamental in nature. That means that please don't relate it with fundamental rights. It means that our claim for these rights is just that we are human, irrespective of our caste, color, creed, ethnicity, anything. We are born human, we are eligible for these rights. Human rights are enforceable. This means if you are being somebody is taking away or just curbing you from your rights of being human, then it can be enforced by law, that is governed by the power. You can get it through law also. Human rights are protected by the court of law. Same thing, it is just an elaboration of the previous slide. Our rights are being protected by the law. Human rights are indivisible and interrelated. Just see the picture that all the human rights are correlated with each other and they can't be divided, that this particular right is like this, another will be like this. These are all correlated and interconnected with each other, and we cannot divide it just by the any size, color, creed, anything like that. They are interrelated with each other. Another word is human rights are inalienable. We will have human rights till we are humans. For aliens, these rights are not there, but being human means that we will have these rights and nobody can disturb us or take away this right. Last slide says human rights are immutable. Immutable means neither we create this or nor anybody can take them away from us. We can choose to exercise our human rights and defend them. Nobody else can choose our human rights for us. Even our parents who have given birth to us, they also can't deny us our human rights. This was all from my side. It was my small knowledge related to this topic. And now I will join you all and enhance my knowledge in this area. Thank you.
Welcome, Anil sir. Anil sir, please introduce yourself and also introduce syllabus of this value-added course before all of us.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you all of you given me and on the great opportunity for me. And thank you to everyone. Myself, Anil Kumar Singh, Assistant Professor, Humanities and Social Sciences Department. This is my pleasure to introductory part of the syllabus. So that syllabus are the main objective for the value-added courses are the 5 units. There is main objective for the value added to the understanding for the value for the human rights. So that welcome to my all students who are coming to this course are value added and what can you learn this due to which there are some points related or will put the in front of you, and I am explaining to the syllabus. Unit 1 is given in your syllabus are introductory part. Introductory part is the meaning of the platform of the first platform of the courses. There is the enhance of the syllabus, meaning, nature, and scope of human rights. Dear student, we can say that we are this course is the use of the meaning, nature, and scope of human rights to the relevant of the courses. And we get the understand by the course to the human rights, to the how to need, how to express your mind, how to express your himself due to major condition, due to minor condition. So that these are parts of the human rights, especially for the introductory part of this syllabus. And second unit is development and evaluation. Development evaluation stream to how to development for the this part of the event, yeah, this part of the syllabus. First World War and Second World War to create it to improve for your syllabus. There are the encourage for the syllabus. There are the development of the human rights, development of the human structure, and UN Charter and human rights, how to different for the UN Charter and how to different for the UN characteristics for the human rights. The Declaration of the Human Rights. Declaration of the Human Rights is a major project for the human social work, human social opportunity. They are the stream of the rights of the Geneva Convention. Geneva Convention, do you know Geneva Convention is the 1949 to the against for the not to be reopened for the First World War and Second World War. So that unit third, politics of human rights and Indian perspective. These are the concept of the Indian perspective. This is the situationally for the given for us. There is UN Charter and human rights, universal law and order, universal law and policies, and universal adaptation for the policy to how to improve for this our life. So that declaration of human rights, declaration of perspective of life, there is Geneva Convention to included by ourselves to social reform to change. There are the human rights Indian perspective, human right and Indian perspective to the relevant for the ancient period, medieval period, and the modern period era. So that human rights and Indian constitution by the same value for the Indian constitution. It is the major part of the Indian scenario. Sport issues and human rights. Fourth unit are described to women human rights, women human rights and monetary rights, or then child labor rights. And next point is physically disabled rights, tribal rights, transgender rights, and refugees rights. Here is part of the unit. There is the women rights, minorities rights, and child labor rights, and physically disabled rights, tribal rights, and transgender rights are the refugees rights. So that many causes for the perspective in Indian scenario. There is the Indian scenario to the part of the major differences for the human rights perspective to the our system, our society, to the during period, to the following period, to the sustainable period. Last unit is the issues of human rights. Last unit of human rights, women rights. Sorry, sorry, the last unit of the generation of human rights. The human rights of generation, there are the first part of the first generation of the life, the human rights. There is, we can say that we have also to introduce for the civil and political rights, and second to human rights of second generation. Second generation mainly adaptation for the economically, social, and cultural rights. The human rights of the third generation to the collective right. Collective rights to the overall security, over overall policies, and over all the convention for the Indian perspective and the social perspective on the scenario. And last one is human rights for the fourth generation to the subjective right. Subjective rights mainly are proposed by the future and present to the scenario which can be part of the future generation, which are the included by the future generation. These are the perspective for the fifth unit for the human rights and the value-added courses for the human rights general perspective. And I request to Dr. Archana ma'am to conduct the further learning activities. Dr. Archana ma'am. Archana ma'am, my voice is audible?
Hello student, due to some technical problem, my camera is not working, therefore you are unable to see me. But I'm going to brief this value added program which is going to start from now, from 9th May to the 24th of May, in which you have a many resourceful, very valuable, knowledgeable, and very enlightening full lecture you will have, uh, particularly. And this value added program, the title of this value added program, the human rights, a general perspective. And obviously you are very familiar with the words of the human rights. You have read multiple times in the newspaper, you have read multiple times this word on the social media, you have heard, you have write this word in multiple, in your WhatsApp chat, on your Facebook, on Twitter handle account. But what do we really understand by the human rights? So there is need of a kind of a important or the crucial comprehensive understanding about what do we understand by the human rights. So this value added programs give you a essential knowledge in order to understand the real meaning of the human rights, and why do we need of the human rights, why do we need to learn this program, why do we need this to join this program, and how much fruitful it would be after completing this program. And when you have the possession of a considerable amount of knowledge regarding the human rights, because human rights might be associated or directly associated with the particular department of the humanities or the liberal arts, or in more particular the human rights as a discipline, or the political science to some extent. But this the concept of the human rights cannot be stored, cannot be put barrier on any discipline, because it is a concern of all. So it is a concern of also the medical students, it is also the concern of the engineering student, it is the concern of the science student, it is also the matter of of the involvement of the management faculty. So all those who are in one way other way related to the academics or non-academic fields, everyone must and should aware about the basic understanding of the human rights. And by this platform, by this platform of value added course, you will definitely learn lots of things, many important things, many shocking facts, many valuable understanding, valuable information regarding the history of the human rights, how this concept has been developed from the last many centuries, and how it has been evolved into a kind of the essential, and as ma'am rightly pointed out, this is immutable, this is inalienable part of our human existence. So as long as the existence of humans in this world, the concept of the human rights will continue with it, and you will have lots of things to know about that, how this human rights from the end of the slavery to the concept of now we are discussing that right should everyone should have the right of privacy, and the violation of the human rights, and within the kind of the growing influence over the artificial intelligence in the 21st century, you will definitely need some level of understanding to protect your human rights. Thank you very much, and uh, best of luck to you all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all of you. I am Dr. Khurshed Alam, and this value added course organized by the Faculty of Humanity and Social Sciences. In, in this value added courses, I will teach unit third, politics of human rights and Indian perspective. Basically, we will discuss in this unit the UN Charter of Human Rights, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and Geneva Convention, and and human rights in India, ancient time, medieval time, and modern era. What was the condition of human rights in ancient time and medieval times, and what is condition in this present time? And basically focus on Indian Constitution and human rights. In Indian Constitution, Article 13 to 35 provides lots of rights, fundamental rights, human rights, and other part of Constitution and directive principle of the state, and other parts provide the basic of human rights, and then discuss the National Human Rights Commission and State Human Rights Commissions. And this unit, I will cover all detail about human rights in in Indian scenario, ancient time, medieval time, and modern time, and basically focus on Indian Constitution and human rights. What rights are provided in Constitution and National Human Rights Commission and State Human Rights Commission. Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon to all of you. Here I'm Sneh Lata on the behalf of Department of Humanities and Social Sciences. This value-added course is very important for us, including the humanities and social sciences. And apart from this courses also, because there is a many students from humanities and as well as from many stream. So I'm going to introduce a second unit, development and evaluation. So first of all, we introductory today's introductory part. and we are going to introduce the whole syllabus, what we are going to study in this valued course. So my topic is development and evaluation. So we understand about the how human right and how human dignities are going to develop and evaluate. So I'm very thankful to Professor Saeed Ali sir and Jeva ma'am and all faculty members to conduct such a ultimate and knowledgeable valued course on the behalf of faculty of humanities and social sciences. Thank you everyone.
Participant, this was the inaugural for your course, which will formally begin from tomorrow. The timings will be same from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and the timetable will be displayed to you. First of all, we will go through the unit 1, and Dr. Chavez will start with the unit 1, and other expert lectures will be arranged accordingly. If any query is there, then students can post in the chat box. Any student, any participant is having any kind of questions, they can post in the chat box. You have to mark your attendance on the ILI portal and just see that all of you are registered there. Otherwise, report in on WhatsApp group which has been formed. If anybody of you is having any kind of query, any questions, then you can post in the chat box. You will be having 5 units as per the syllabus goes. You have to finish 2 assignments and 2 quiz. And one thing more, attendance is being seen, and I am very disappointed that only 10 students were live now when I checked the StreamYard. So kindly make sure that you are present. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to secure your certificates for it. Your names have been noted down and everything is recorded. Only 6 students have marked their attendance on ILI portal. The portal is open. Kindly mark your attendance and be there in class from tomorrow onwards. Thank you.